going buck wild on you. I'm gonna be like a pit bulldog. And you know when a pit bulldog bites you in your backside, and that's the way I'm gonna be on the Jew. That's the way I'm gonna be on the rest of these peckerwoods and crackers. Came here tonight to be strong. I didn't come to lighten up. I came to tighten up. Didn't come to pin the tail on the donkey. I came to pin the tail on the honky. That's why I'm here tonight.
Not a slight on Larry. This is for us being bullied. All across the United States of America, we're being bullied. The United States of America started off by bullying. They enslaved Aboriginal Americans and they enslaved West Africans, Central African, Northwest African, in order to create the United States of America. So the United States of America was started with bullying. And that's all that's been going on in this land ever since it was made. The bullying is going to stop. All right. All right. So let's check out our friend. Let's check him out. No, I'm not making this up. No one will be able to say that what I'm saying is not true. Illinois 3rd District, Attorney Larry Rogers. All right, so let's go to it. All right, hopefully y'all can see this. All right, so letter from Commissioner Larry R. Rogers Jr. This is his current position. All right, this is the updated Board of Review. As the longest serving commissioner at the Cook County Board of Review since 2004, he's the longest serving commissioner. I take my commitment to serving the residents and businesses of Cook County serious. I am committed to making this office transparent, efficient, and accessible to ensure that taxpayers do not pay any more than their fair share of property tax. My commitment and belief in the work of the Board of Review is why over 10 years ago, I sought office to represent the constituents of the 3rd District, all right? I knew that our work reviewing property assessment, valuation appeals, all of those things, all right? So he is on the Board of Commissioners. What do? Assessment appeals, exemptions, Freedom of Information Act, property tax appeals. My point is he is a officer of government. That's how simple it is. He's an officer of government in Cook County. He's the longest standing commissioner at the Cook County Board of Review. These people get together in order to have a Board of Review so that they can take complaints and hear assessments about the legal and lawful operations of property tax, right? But they're government officials. Now, he also is a partner in Power, Rogers and Smith law firm. So now the man is brilliant in the sense of what he does as an attorney and his verdicts and settlement, all right? And so let's take a look at his history. All right, this is him at Power, Rogers and Smith, all right? We are our attorney, all right? We got Larry Rogers. Just want to show you where we at. You'll see, all right? That's Larry Rogers Sr. actually. Where is Larry Rogers Jr.? All right, so him and his dad. That's important. I'm not going to get into that, but all right. Larry Rogers Jr. is a husband, father of 4, and trial lawyer with over 23 years of experience advocating for victims. Mr. Rogers has successfully settled or tried to verdict a variety of cases, including medical, negligent police misconduct, trucking, and premises liability cases, obtaining multi-million-dollar results for his clients against defendants and their insurance company. In 2013, Mr. Rogers was recognized by Crane's Chicago Business as one of the top personal injury lawyers, which described him as unruffled, articulate, and eager to try big cases. He was described as probably the most politically connected among a new generation of trial lawyers. What? The most politically connected, which is cool. Supposed to try to get your political connections in. But how are you using them? Let's see. And has developed a reputation for handling national, civil rights, and police misconduct cases, frequently appearing on local and national radio and television shows. Mr. Rogers Jr. and the attorneys at Power, Rogers and Smith have represented victims against some of the most powerful interests in the country. So they're propping him up as he can go against the big guy and have consistently came out on top. They have been ranked at the top of their field with 6 consecutive first place rankings from 2010 to 2015 in the Chicago Lawyer Annual Settlement Survey based on their results. In 2015, when defendants denied his clients justice, Mr. Rogers took the matters to trial and obtained 3 jury verdicts, winning awards in excess of $13 million. Who were those people? We're going to show you who the clients who he really works hard for. But a little girl from South or Southwest Chicago who died in a freezer for a 5-star hotel, an unexplained death, got little to no love. In the first half of 2016 alone, He resolved over 27 million in cases, including 8 million in a police misconduct case. Police misconduct. So what's up with Rosemont's police misconduct? You're the longest standing commissioner. You've been a commissioner over Rosemont. And so because you've been a commissioner over Rosemont, you're not going to cross hairs with your political connection. And one of your political connections is the most politically connected family inside of Rosemont, which is the Stevens family. So this is about rubbing elbows. That's it. So the question is this though. Why would you take the case if you knew you were going to take the course that you took? Were you sent to do that? Were you sent to do that? Because you didn't have to take the case. As a matter of fact, if you're an officer of government and you're a part of a 3-man board of review that are government officials who have oversight over Rosemont, how are you now the attorney and a government official over the area? Let me explain how you are, because you're really smart. You're way smarter than these people who are arguing with me. You knew that you were not going to go up against the government institutions, which are the police, the mayor, and the medical examiner. And you proved it in your motion to preserve the videotape. You had no intent from the beginning of going up against the government. So that what? Does that create a conflict of interest? Well, if Miss Martin would have known you wanted to go against the hotel, and that was your statement from the beginning. So here's the question that I'm going to pose, because now I'm about to dig in. Well, actually, I hold that because I want to read the rest of this and then I'm going to go, because I have something to say. Mr. Rogers Jr. has been involved in a number of high-profile matters, including the investigation of what happened to who? Sandra Bland. What happened in the Sandra Bland case? Who was found dead in a Texas jail cell after an unlawful traffic stop? What happened in the Sandra Bland case? Why is it that when you get with black women, indigenous women, you seen just in these cases that are very popular, the people don't get justice. Mr. Larry Rogers, I have another question for you. This is exterior to the conversation, but I think it's important. And so it's a bit radical, but is your wife white? Because if she is, you have the right to love who you want to love and have a family with who you want to have a family. But why is it that these black women keep getting the short end of the stick every time you step in? When in fact, you're one of the most politically connected people. How come these black women can't get justice? How come if you went against police misconduct in other cases, you didn't go against police misconduct in their cases, or at least not successfully? We definitely see for sure in the Kanika Jenkins case, the police had all types of misconduct. And I don't have a law firm that is large as yours or has the financial wherewithal, but in my own individual study and with a study of 4 people, I can find all of these discrepancies in the Rosemont investigation that teeter upon civil rights violations, all right, suppression of evidence, and a number of other violations, these conflicts of interest. Well, let me just say, the police in Rosemont can easily be shown to be negligent, to have suppressed evidence, to have violated civil rights, to have violated investigation procedural rules. And so all of the other things that I've mentioned in the past that they've done. I had a whole list of things that the Rosemont police have done. And so I'm trying to figure out why your large law firm, is it because of the bully syndrome that I mentioned at the beginning of this? Is it that you understand psychologically when you come and say you're an attorney that people automatically get intimidated and therefore they are going to take your advice even if it appears to be against their best interest? You can't be locked up for bullying. There's no repercussion except if you run into somebody who you can't bully. So with the Sandra Bland case, she's found dead in the jail, nothing. All right. He represents families in civil rights and police misconduct cases, including the December 26, 2015 police-involved shooting death of Bethy Ruth Jones on the west side of Chicago and Diamond Rentals, who live streamed on Facebook the police-involved shooting death of her boyfriend, Philando Castile, in Minnesota. Whoa! Wait a minute. I did not know that. I just read something that blew my mind. Hold on. Let me read this again. I gotta read this slow. I just blew a fuse. He represents families in civil rights and police misconduct cases, including the December 26, 2015 police-involved shooting death of Betty Ruth Jones on the west side of Chicago, and Diamond Reynolds, who live streamed on Facebook the police-involved shooting death of her boyfriend, Philando Castile, in Minnesota in 2016. Wait a minute. All right, I got a question now. Philando Castile, nobody was prosecuted. Sandra Bland, nobody was prosecuted. Kanika Jenkins, nobody was prosecuted. Are you the person sent to make sure that government is protected when they are negligent and criminally negligent against the people? And what did these families get? Did they get hush money? Oh, right. He and managing partner Joseph A. Power Jr. obtained a nationwide record $100 million settlement in a case in which a reverend and his wife were severely burned and their 6 minor children killed when their Chrysler minivan fuel tank was pierced by a piece of road debris and the vehicle erupted in flames. While this was the largest settlement to a single family in the country, more importantly, the litigation revealed that employees of then Illinois Secretary of State George Ryan's office were selling commercial driver's license to unqualified truck drivers. As a result, thousands of truck drivers were retested, making the roadways safer across. In addition to his work as a litigator, Ms. Rogers gives back to the community through his many philanthropic activities. That's what I wanted to get to. All right, I gotta find that. Hold on, let me come off of this for a second. All right, this is about to get hotter. I promise you. Y'all don't know what I found. I gotta find this link because it is going to show his connection to the Rainbow Push Coalition, which is Jesse Jackson. Have you ever asked yourself a question, people in Chicago? Where's Jesse? Where is Jesse? I'm not gonna disrespect you like Khalid did, brother Jesse. I ain't gonna go there. We both know Khalid Muhammad, don't we? These young people who are listening to me, a lot of them don't know Dr. But we know Khalid used to do these. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stay focused. Where is Jesse Jackson?
Half baked, half fried, boot licking, butt dancing, bamboozle, punkified, sissified, pasteurized, homogenized niggas and Uncle Toms with old boot-licking, buck-dancing, scratching, shuffling, messy Jesse Jackson. And keep. I am a somebody. I am a somebody to keep hope alive. I am a somebody. I don't rightly know who the hell I am, but I am somebody. Jesse Louis Jackson, you can't serve two masters, Jesse Jackson. You're a brilliant black man. We love you, Jesse Louis Jackson, but you gotta stop boot licking and butt licking and buck dancing and bending over to give evil an opening.
The man who shows up for every civil rights violation known. This was the perfect photo opportunity for Jesse Jackson, but he didn't show up. Why? Because him and Larry Rogers Jr., Larry Rogers Sr. Where's Al Sharpton? Al Sharpton is always showing up, especially in Chicago or New York, for some big time, big publicity operation. Now, I don't know how fast stuff is spreading, but I don't know anybody who has kept the grassroots attention as long and as intense as Kenneka Jenkins. So where is Al Sharpton? Where is Attorney Crump? Where is Jesse Jackson? Where are all the Chicago leaders? How come it's just a bunch of young YouTubers trying to get justice for Kenneka? Where's the leadership? Why won't they touch it? Brothers and sisters, they won't touch it because Larry Rogers is politically connected. You are surrounded by bullies. Now, they might come after me. They might say, let's put an ad out in the paper on the fake doctor. Let's look up his organization. Let's look up his life. Listen, family. What I'm saying is that the politically connected leadership in Chicago is hush on Kenneka Jenkins. Everybody who we went to got shut down. Philando Castile, Sandra Bland, not Kenneka Jenkins. Violent murder. And Mr. Larry Rogers has a white wife. Does he have something to get? So, all right, just so you'll know, I didn't make this up. I gotta be as detailed as possible. Here, right, guys. Dad and son, all right? Look, Larry Jr. has also been a commissioner on the Cook County Board of Review since 2004. I serve on the board because I recognize and appreciate the importance of making sure you